Hello, everyone. I'm John Higgins here at the YouTube channel John Higgins Film Review, and I'm here to talk to you about one of my all-time favorite films and sequels, sort of touching into the theme of aliens and alien intelligence. Now, back in 1980, I first saw Ridley Scott's Alien. Well, actually, part of a 20-minute extract on Super 8, which was before the advent of video in the UK in the early 80s, and one of the only ways inside in which you could actually see a film in some shape or form away from the big screen. I was not old enough to watch Alien at the time. It was restricted X certificate, or the 18 as we know it now. But 6 years later, a bit older, a bit wiser, I went on to see James Cameron's Aliens, which has been regarded as not only one of the greatest sequels of all time, but probably in some fan circles as the best of the Alien franchise. There was a lot of cynicism towards it. A lot of people loved the original Alien, which has rightfully become one of the greatest horror films of all time, up there with John Carpenter's The Thing, which was released 2 years later. 3 years later, I should say. And that one, although it didn't quite make the grade back then, has grown into probably becoming the greatest horror film of the 1980s and one of John Carpenter's best films. Aliens star Sigourney Weaver once again as Ripley. At the time when the film opened, she's been in cryogenic freeze in that shuttle which she escaped from. Spoiler alert: at the end of the original Alien, in which she sort of managed to defeat the alien and zap it out into space. Discovered by the company, which is the anonymous, notorious company that it has become, Ripley suddenly learns that, in fact, the planet where they discovered the original alien organism has been colonized by terraformers, sort of known by one of the executives as a shake and bake colony. However, things are never quite as simple. And with help from Carter Burke, played by Paul Reiser, she is reluctantly transformed back to the original planet, which is now known as LV-426, to see what's gone wrong and see why the colonists have lost communication. She's joined by a whole load of Marines, including the late Bill Paxton, Jeanette Goldstein, and others. They also discover a young girl played by Carrie Ann called Newt, who seems to have been the witness to it. Aliens is a fine example of a movie that has got economical stuff, and there are two versions of the film. There's the original 138-minute version, which was released theatrically, and the 2.5 hour plus version, which James Cameron prefers and regards as 40 miles of dark road. It also features a score by the late James Horner, I should say, who wrote the score for it. And if you listen to Die Hard, here's an interesting fact. One of the climactic themes that can be heard in Die Hard is actually lifted from Aliens. It's a fantastic opportunity to see a movie that's well crafted and well production designed. Sigourney Weaver, for example, won an Academy Award nomination as Best Actress, one of the few times an actress has won a nomination from a science fiction film. You can see it on Disney Plus, you can see it in a variety of things, and there are plenty of box sets out there in the series. So by all means, do catch this film when you can. On that note, please, you can watch more of my content on the YouTube John Higgins Film Review YouTube channel, where I interview filmmakers on a regular basis. And you can also look at my film resource website, What Movie, which we launched back in April of 2022. You can read some of my reviews also on Film and TV Now, where I champion a lot of independent filmmakers and festivals. So on this note, thank you very much.